Hello, everyone. We are about to embark on Wordle number 812 for Saturday, September 9, and we are going to continue our terrifying stunts. We're going to do words that only contain X's today. And I've already earmarked my first guess for the word Xerox, which is accepted. So we're going to get an X at the beginning and the end. So now we're at our random word generator. Again, I think Xerox is pretty much the only five-letter word that we can use beginning with the X. So we're going to go to this guy instead, and we're going to make sure that the words simply contain X's, and we're going to ask for 3 more. Sound fair? So let's generate and see what we add to Xerox. Ooh, okay, we've got Dixie, Annex, and Relax. Okay? So there we go. Let's go to Wordle and see what happens. We got very lucky yesterday, guys. I mean, the luck's going to run out, okay? The luck's going to run out. And let's go ahead and hit play. And we just need to adjust the Wordle screen a tiny bit. And I think we're perfect, okay? So let's go ahead and have some fun with, first off, Xerox. Nothing. So the ERO is what concerns me. We don't get any of those. So now Dixie, is that going to help? Yeah. I mean, if there's a D or an I. Neither. Annex, is that going to help? Yes, if there's an A or an N. Neither. Relax. Relax. Don't do it. Yeah, this is beyond foolish. This will only help if there's an L. Okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed for either a yellow or green L. I'd be thrilled. I think at least we have something to work with. If it comes out all gray, I'm beyond screwed. Okay, all right, good. We have at least something to work with, right? At least something to work with. Now, shoot, the thing I'm very concerned about is the fact that we still have that S. We still have that S. So once again, guys, we're going to be in deep doo-doo if this word begins with S, because there's just too many of them. And you can, even though I know only the U and the Y are the players right now, there's a lot at stake. What do I have that can help me solve this with only 2 guesses left? You have to admit, this is going to be the Houdini of Wordle. Here's what I have working for me. The yellow L. The fact that we do have 4 of the 5 vowels removed, plus a few decent letters, like the N and the R and the D. Okay? My near perfect memory of all the perfect words, all of the previous words, that should come in big time. And other than that, just probably for guess number 5, the world's greatest guess. Okay? It's going to have to be the world's greatest guess. Now, we have to ask I'm kind of thinking to keep it in hard mode only because I think position on the L will be extremely useful. All right, so what are we going to do? First off, thankfully, I don't think we have a QU word. Because I don't even want to have to contemplate that. Yeah. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. So, what do we got? How about, again, I think I have to, I'm leaning towards overloading the 5th guess with as many letters as possible. A good word that comes to mind might be stuck. And just deal with the L after that. I just feel like at this point, we really have to pin down the location for the L. But let's also at the same time not get too nervous and say to ourselves, all right, let's think of where the L could be stationed. We could start first, in which case you have to go straight to, is there an LY word? Holy smokes, there is. Lymph, like your lymph node. Huh. We definitely haven't had that. I mean, let's think about this, guys. I mean, my only thing with this is it doesn't use the SC or U. It will, I mean, Y and PH are probably the next 4 best letters after CUST. We do get one extra look at where the L could be. The question is, let's suppose I'm left with the CUST. Yeah. Then it could still be something like, well, slush. Yeah, it could be slush. But the H will be helpful. I'm actually willing to gamble on lymph, believe it or not. Okay, so that was not terrible. That was not terrible. So we've got to have... Now, this is another one that we've had, guys, believe it or not. That would fit perfectly. But we've had lusty. As you can imagine, in my little database with all my images tied up with words, you can imagine I have a pretty memorable graphic that goes with lusty. So it's not lusty, even though that would fit perfectly. I do think we have to go LU. Oh, so is it lucky? I mean, I don't think we've had lucky. I don't know what else it could be. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Let's just see if we're going to get lucky with lucky on the 6th guess. Oh. What do you think, guys? That was pretty good. Okay. That was pretty damn good. That was really good. Having said that, I feel like we really didn't have maybe as many words as it seemed at first, just because of those getting rid of all those vowels. I think was very helpful. I think lymph ended up being a darn good guess. In fact, you know what? Just for the fun of it, let's just for the fun of it, let's go to Squirtle, right? And just see how that played out. So the answer was lucky. And we started off with Xerox. And then my next guess was Dixie. Oh, I still had tons of guesses. 1909. Then we did Annex. Okay, that brought it to 363. And then we did Relax, which I don't think helped much at all. Actually, that brought it down by another factor of 5. That's not terrible. And we had 73 guesses left. And look at this, guys, including, yes, Slump would have been a good one. Slush, Plush, Flush, I think we haven't had, so that's 4. Blush, Blush we had. Plum, I don't think so, that's 5. Plump, 6. Clump, 7. We've had Pluck. Skull, 8. We had Fluff. We had Bluff. Slough, 9. Skulk, 10. Slyly, 11. And then they sort of go off the deep end. Lumpy, 12. I think we had Shyly. We had Glyph. Yeah, we had Glyph. Yeah, and then my lymph. So, in any case, the point is at this point we did have, actually, to be fair, quite a few guesses, but interestingly, not as many S's as I had thought. It really was, I'm ignoring a lot of the plurals, but slump, slush, wow, that's funny. It seems like it really came down to slump, slush, skull, maybe 1 or 2 more. So that's not bad. All right, now let's see how good lymph was. Okay, I'm really curious. Whoa, lymph was good. It got me down to 3. And yes, I locked it in, guys. That was a phenomenal guess. Because lusty we had. So that's, again, where it pays to remember these words. I would have been really upset to have killed my amazing 3-week streak with Lusty. And Lovey, I guess that's like lovey-dovey. I would never have either thought of that, or even if I did, I wouldn't have put that in. So that was pretty darn good. I'm actually pretty happy with Lucky. Should we just quickly, for the fun of it, see how the sword clinters do? Holy shit! Those frickin' sword clinters, man. They're going to get it in 3. I mean, they're still going to have to think about Gulch, Mulch, and Lucky. Haven't had Gulch or Mulch, but I think they're going to go with Lucky first. Darn it. I'm not going to ever do a sword clint combo unless, like, I'm forced to. I just sort of feel like, no offense to the sword clinters, but I just feel like it takes away the fun of the game, because it basically just hands you, probably 60 to 70% of the time, it just hands you the answer on the 3rd guess. And it's just like, I don't know. I just think it's much more fun to create like a little bit of a challenge. That's just my personal take. But there are some people out there who are just like, it's almost like they're indebted to Sword Clint. It's like Sword Clint did some monumental favor, and the payback is they just have to use it every single day. So I do, offer to folks, change it up, make it more fun. Sort of like the way Doug does, takes a new word literally every day. As you notice, I don't even do Slate anymore. Okay, it just gets kind of boring, right? Too predictable. So we're going to keep having fun, guys. Again, please don't take too much offense, my dear sword clinters, but I hope you can see where I'm coming from. All right, guys, a little bit longer video, even though it was not that long a solve. And of course, I look forward to some more suggestions, because we only have one bad letter left, and that'll be the Q. So I guess I'll do that perhaps tomorrow. And after that, tons of new ideas for some tough starter words. And of course, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.